eyes in the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for.
For anyone outside of North America, it's hard to comprehend the size and scale of college football's popularity. European sports leagues feature lower divisions, of course, but the status of sub-tier teams rarely extends beyond their home region. College football is followed fanatically on a national scale. In the USA, with its population of 333 million, this is a big deal. Numerous US states have no NFL team, so passionate football fans flock to college level. People impose a strong identity on their college and into their sports teams. They steep themselves in intense inter-college rivalries that have brewed since the 19th century. Amongst the oldest sports in the USA, football is rich in history and tradition, and college football demonstrates its magic in ways more profound than its professional counterpart, such as iconic pregame rituals from Ohio State's dotting of the I to Colorado's live buffalo wrangling and Auburn's war eagle. Fans play their part too, with face painting and hours-long parties electrifying the atmosphere by the time the marching bands commence. Exactly why EA Sports have waited 11 years since NCAA Football 14 to release another college football video game, given the sport's endearing popularity, is perplexing. Sure, the NCAA's failure to fairly compensate its players for appearing in EA's prior college football games is probably somewhere near the top of reasons, but given this year's iteration doesn't bear the NCAA's name, it's still a strange decision to drop the series until now. But alas, the game is returning, and it's returning with all new bells and whistles alongside some returning game modes. First though, it's that electrifying game day atmosphere EA Tiburon are encapsulating here with aplomb, if EA Sports College Football 25's pre-release trailers are anything to go by. It's an element EA have been injecting into other annual sports titles for a couple of years now, but it's demonstrated marvelously here. Locker room hype, lifelike mascots, whipping stadiums packed with chanting fans in a frenzy, traditional team runouts, plus the aforementioned marching bands and rivalry rituals underscore the thrilling spectacle of college football perfectly. Game day audio in the form of fight songs and commentary voiced by Kirk Herbstreit and Chris Fowler in marquee matchups, and Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, and Reese Davis on the mic for all of their games ramps the fever up some more. This is personality unique to college football, and its integral EA Tiburon nailed this aspect if they're to produce an authentic experience. EA were restraining themselves from spilling every detail in EA Sports College Football 25 until this week's gameplay deep dive. Before this, they had already confirmed the return of fan-favorite Dynasty Franchise Mode and Road to Glory Career Mode. In the former, you'll create a coach to build a powerhouse college football program from the ground up. Staffing, recruitment, and transfers, as you'll probably expect, play important roles on the road to success. NCAA's Dynasty Mode was much more rewarding than its Madden equivalent, as it saw you cherry-pick high school prospects before nurturing them right through their graduation to the NFL. The Road to Glory Career Mode has you live the life of your self-created student athlete, managing your training schedule, earning coach trust, and building your brand portfolio to gain more time on field during your rise to the ranks. Additionally, the web-based team building is returning. This feature allows players to set up their own college football program via creating uniforms, logos, helmets, and stadiums. These assets can be imported for us in Dynasty Mode and offline exhibition matches, with players also having the ability to browse other user creations. Principal in College Football 25's innovations, though, are something EA Tiburon dubbed Campus IQ, and we finally got a good look at this thanks to the just-released gameplay deep dive video. This suite of gameplay features is intended to provide the pinnacle of strategic, fast-paced college gameplay, encompassing player ratings that fluctuate throughout a game based on their performance, unique player abilities encompassing both mental and physical abilities, and all new in-game passing mechanics dubbed unique playbooks. Pre-snap recognition promises to provide intel at the line before a play is made, the aim being to help players make the right decision when it matters most. Trick plays, fake passes, reverse handoffs, there's a whole host of special moves you can execute on the turf to snake through defensive lines. The highly promising wear and tear system, however, seems like a real game changer. It'll require you to manage your players' health and stamina via a progressive system, limiting their fatigue and assessing the risk of on-field injury, else you'll heighten the chance of key mid-game mistakes. Wear and Tear explores granular effects of certain scenarios too. For instance, as EA state, not every hit is the same. In other words, every hit scales differently. So a certain takedown on your star quarterback could injure their shoulder, which of course can have severe ramifications on the outcome of your game and the rest of your team's season. or your quarterback could evade injury altogether depending on their current wear and tear levels. It's a unique approach to in-play management, and whilst fatigue and injury are factors in EA's other sports titles, it seems EA Sports College Football 25 is pushing this mechanic to a limit not yet seen. Imagine your striker flunking a match-winning last-minute penalty through mental fatigue in FC. It'll rile some players up the wrong way for sure, but it's certainly more akin to real-life sportsmanship than not. And should it prove worthy here without dipping into frustration or feelings of unfairness, then it could be adopted across the rest of EA Sports' canon. Home field advantage is another interesting new gameplay feature that promises to shake up the on-field action in more ways than one. Take USC on a road trip to their fierce Notre Dame rivals, and you'll feel the tangible effect home field advantage has on your ability to make the right play. Missing pre-play icons, moving play art, and screen shaking are set to serve up distractions that'll test your squad's confidence and composure. What's more, players with lower composure stats will be worse affected by home field advantage than those with more strong-head players, creating an interesting dynamic across your lineup. NCAA games prior toyed with home team advantage in the form of replacing away team artwork with squiggly lines before, but much like the wear and tear system, it's being pushed to unprecedented limits here. There's a depth of immersion in this feature that isn't replicated in EA's other sports games. Together with the wear and tear system, this gameplay innovation could conceivably roll out to the rest of EA Sports' output should it prove a worthy addition here. Both systems do aim to replicate emotions and situations athletes encounter for real, and given College Football 25's in-game footage recently shared, we can see the palpable effect this can have on you and your ability to make a clear-cut decision when it matters most. Specifically, the screen shake uncannily recreates the electric atmosphere of a rampant bouncing crowd right there on screen. It's as intimidating as it is distracting. Road to the College Football Playoff is a new competitive online mode which will have you choose a college to compete towards winning a national championship. Winning games to earn rank will foster progression, so even though it's not entirely novel, some players will get mileage out of it even if others won't. Perhaps in the same ballpark as College Football 25's inclusion of microtransaction-laden Ultimate Team. On the one hand, this mode will have meaning given this game's inclusion of real-life college football players, but on the other, manufacturing a team of 50-plus superstars becomes an overstuffed experience, far away from the honed craftwork of 11-a-side teams a la FC 24. The truth is, though, that EA Sports College Football 25 might not appeal to many beyond Madden players, but the effort's gone to present an experience distinct from its NFL equivalent does position College Football 25 as something worth a punt on if you're interested in soaking up the unique prestige and electricity of college football. Launching worldwide on July 19th, 2024, EA Sports College Football 25 will be available on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, with 3 different versions to pre-order. Given its innovations, it stands a fair chance of being one of the biggest sports titles of the year. So, what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.